This. Just about set to go. And today's starter, Shane Baz.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go. And the batter will be the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Elly happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a two-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
You have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Upstairs. Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
1 down. Ronald Acuna Jr. up now for the Mets. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Just off the outside edge, and now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, double. And the inning is over. And we're back on the hill here today. Garrett Cole.
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Cole, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Over to first, 1 up, 1 down. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. There's a strike at the knees.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1.
That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. And they'll score first. It's 1-zip. Round second, digging for third. Pulls into third safely. As they jump ahead, a run scores. One down, runner at third. And now it's Brandon Lau. First pitch misses. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing.
Base hit and a run comes in. The throw in. Not in. He's got a double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Riley Green, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike two. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And it's off the wall, but foul. Lau, the runner at second with one away. That one just misses, and that is ball one. That's inside. Just missed.
3-2.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Acuna after it. Hauls it in, 2 away. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Safe at third, moves up on the pass ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swings and misses, struck him out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We go on to inning number 2. It's the Rays. New inning getting started. Here's the second baseman, Jose Ramirez. Boz back to work. And a foul ball. Next offering is downstairs.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And that one is inside.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. That one hammered left field. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and deals. Strike 2.
No ball.
Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boot from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
1 down, base is empty. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Snyder right there to make the grab. And that is bottom of the second. And now the catcher for the Rays, Danny Jansen. And that is out of play. Swinging a foul straight back. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Davison de los Santos stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Andy Ibanez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Right through there for a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
2 outs, base is empty. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a high chopper. Machado to first. Rays retired in order. Nothing doing for Tampa, but they're on top 2-0. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the veteran first baseman, Anthony Santander. Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's 1 down.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Swing and a ground ball. Steps on first for the out. 2 down, base is empty. At the plate, Salvador Perez. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. And that one is off the wall. And that's a double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
And next for the Mets, Ellie De La Cruz. Fly to left his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. Perez at second with 2 down. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 2-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Around from second is the tying run. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2. So 2 down. Ronald Acuna Jr. up now for the Mets. Fought off foul.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
2 outs. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Soto round second, heads for third. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Foul ball there. Fouled off left side. 2 outs with a runner at third. And that one almost hit him. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 3 runs on 4 hits. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the right fielder, Josh Lowe. Just missed. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. There's a 1-1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So up next, Ha-Sung Kim doubled his first time up. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. And that goes foul. Swing. And a miss struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. Here's the throw to the plate. Coming home. He'll score. It's 3-3.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And Acuna able to make the grab. Rays get an RBI double. We're tied now with 3 apiece.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Zach Littell.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Tatis, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Manny Machado up to the plate. Fly to center his first time. Right side. Makes the grab on the run. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
That one hammered center field back there. And that one's gone. And the Mets jump in front. It's 4-3.
First pitch swinging, and he squared up the slider. He was ready for it. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Rodriguez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. This one chopped up the middle. Throws to first in time. Rodriguez out of the play. And that is that. The Mets do pick up a run. Ready to go. Bottom 4. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jonathan Aranda. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And fouled off. Rays down by a run. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Rodriguez on the move to the gap. Squeezes it. 1 away. So digging in, Davison De Los Santos. Went down on strikes his first time through. Late swing fouled off. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one misses. 2-2. Man at first, 1 away. Slice to right, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Tied at 4. Fastball is outside. Line drive, base hit. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, and it's now 5-4.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine.
Sean Manaea gets the call from the pen.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And here is Josh Lowe. Grounder might be 2. Over to second for 1. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely done. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Joe Rock.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
In the air, center field. Loud makes the catch. 1 down. Back to the top of the lineup, Elly De La Cruz. Up now for the Mets. Off the mark there. 1-0. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Drew Rasmussen, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Clevenger also getting ready. Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
That really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Breaking ball inside. The count now 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away as the Rays try and punch back down a run. That one hit to right. They got it for out number 2. Here's Juan Soto. A walk, and he's also singled. And first offering is fouled off. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
That one ripped. That's back. And that one is out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and we are starting over. It's 5-5.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Inside and it hit him.
Hit by pitch. Take your base.
Go ahead run on base. And stepping in for New York, Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Fouled off. He was late. Tatis waits. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
1-2 now. And El Nino is stifled for the K. But the Mets get even on this solo homer. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it on his own, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Stepping in, Duke Snider. Right back to him on the mound. He steps on the bag, and that quickly to away.
Number 8.
Lau at the plate.
Granted. Wow.
Down the line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. And the sweeper is off the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch is outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Lined into left center, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's Riley Green. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. And it's even up. Lau leads off first with 2 down to the inning. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, number
Now
70.
pitching for the Rays, number
Here's
70,
Manny Machado.
Mike Vassell.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Machado, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He joined the team as a free agent. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's got it, and there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Ground ball right side, but it kicks foul. Next offering way off the plate. That one missing inside. All tied up, and we're the top half of the 6th. In the air to left down the line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Snyder makes the grab, 2 down. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
That one fouled hard the other way.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And a swing and a miss. 3rd out. Mets strand 1. Ready to go. Randy Johnson gets the ball now.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 51, Randy Johnson.
First pitch, and he just misses. This to third. Whips it across. One away, bottom of the 6th. Danny Jansen to hit here. Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Rodriguez sizes this one up, brings it in, and there's 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Davison De Los Santos.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. There's a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Two down, nobody on. And that's outside. Going to count 1-2. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Santander makes the play, and that is that.
Pitching for the
Garrett
Rays.
Clevenger on to pitch here.
Number 60, Garrett Clevenger.
Here's the Mets leadoff man, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz.
Ball one there.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And there's a ball.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
3-1.
Fouled off down to right side. Ripped on a line. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. Go ahead run on base. So now here's the Mets DH, Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. Little chopper rolls foul.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
0-1 down. And a swing and a miss. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Here's Acuna now. And that one fouled off. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball.
Well, that ball is hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone now.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
Lifted in the air, right field. And that is that. And we're back. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. Line to left. And Acuna able to make the grab. And there's 1 down.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Johnson, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and occasionally works in a splitter. The other way.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
This one high in the air to left center. Under it is Acuna to make the grab.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. That one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next pitch in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Caught him looking for the K. So no runs here. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Drew Rasmussen.
Now pitching for the Rays,
Jose
number
Caballero.
57.
He's the new shortstop as he comes in as a defensive replacement here.
Number 52, Manny Ramirez.
And that is out of play. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here. Home run. He'll take a jog around the bases. It's 6-5. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Not a bad pitch by any means. Down and away, right on the corner of the zone. Just a better swing, Boog. Stayed through it and hit it hard the other way.
Strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And 1-2.
1-2.
Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Around second is Devers. Throw into third. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and they lead by 2.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a
Manuel Rodriguez gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. To third. Slings it across, and they get Perez for the out. So 2 down now, and here is Elly De La Cruz. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Kevin Kelly warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Fairbanks also throwing. Out to short. Caballero on the run, sends it over to first. In time, got him. And back now as it'll be a pinch. Hitter to lead off. Taylor Walls.
They're running out of time in this game, trying to get something started here.
On the mound now, Ubaldo Jimenez.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Acuna. And there are 2 down. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Logan Driscoll looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. In the air, right field. Ramirez brings it in for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th, and now the DH, Juan Soto. Rodriguez back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Rodriguez goes 5 feet 11 inches, 210 pounds, and he's a native of Mexico. That misses, and that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Ian Seymour warming up for manager Kevin Cash.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. And a base hit into right center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's Ketel Marte. Flied to right his first time. In the air on the infield, Ibanez. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 outs.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Palacios pulls that one down, and that is so. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Clay Holmes.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Right through there for a strike. Up the middle, De La Cruz. And he can't come up with it. Now here is Davison De Los Santos. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Puts it away for the out. Andy Ibanez digs in now. Line drive, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Johnny DeLuca, the next to hit, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. That clips the corner. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Try to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Chopped on the ground. Here's Marte for one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
On the ground to short. On to first. Ball game.
Well, this was a fun game all the way around. We saw